Hi team, it's Jordan here from Transform Nutrition. Today we are meeting one of our esteemed and very valued team members, Dr. Narras Lapsys, who's our dietitian. Welcome, Doctor.
Hello, hi.
So if we were to put a rocket scientist and a dietitian together, this is what we'd have.
I went to university in Adelaide where I did a Bachelor of Science and an honours degree in basic science. When the honours was finished, I was invited to do a PhD in molecular genetics, which I did. When the study was finished, I came up to Sydney and I got a job working as a research scientist at the Garvan Institute of Medical Research, and I was working in the metabolism division there, and I was working on the genetics of type 2 diabetes and obesity. I knew what it was that I wanted to do, and that I wanted to help people perhaps without medications and without pills, and actually help them improve their health, and that's why I took up the dietetics approach. And so I had to do a master's degree in nutrition and dietetics, and then I formed the business The Body Doctor. And I've been here in Bondi Junction for 8 years, and now what I do is I see clients every single day.
Amazing. So plenty of experience for us to use. You'll be seeing more of Doctor throughout the 6-week program with young girls, 25 to 35-year-olds. What are the most common things that you see from a nutrition perspective? Sure.
So when I see women in that kind of age bracket, more often than not, they're coming to see me because they want to change their weight. And they don't like their shape, or they'd like to improve their shape. Many times females that come in and see me, they've got so many different diets that they've tried, or they've read books and they've become quite confused, or they've tried things and it's only worked for a short period of time, and then they've bounced back to the old weight that they were before. And what I try and do is to be almost like a filter for all of the different information that comes in, and try to find something that's suitable for them, that's sustainable. And so obviously weight loss is a very key part. When I see people in that same sort of circumstance, it's not just the numbers on the scales, it's what their shape is like. That means that there's nearly always some kind of an exercise component to it. People do all different manner of exercise to get the sort of shape that they want, and then nutrition that's linked to the kind of exercise that they're doing is really important. So I think that needs to be layered into any eating style that you take on board. And then finally, it's where your head's at, which is actually probably the most important. You have to have your head in the right place, you have to know where it is that you want to go, you need to be keeping your head on track, you need to be able to challenge at a fundamental level stress eating or boredom eating or emotional eating, a lot of things which I hear about time and time again, and you need to have your head in the right place. And if you've got your head in the right place, then you've got your nutrition and you've got your exercise, and then you end up getting a sustainable plan that works for you and is successful.
Long term, yeah. Right. So you mentioned how much information is out there and that so many people are confused.
Yeah.
How do you see your role?
I see myself as a filter. So I take on information from everywhere. That's part of my job. And where I get my information from, I try to make sure that I get my information from credible sources. So things that have had either a medical or a scientific validation behind it, or it comes from my studies, or it comes from the knowledge that I have in research. And so I try to take all that information and decide which is real and which isn't, and then also what kind of information is appropriate for the person that I'm seeing. So I'm a filter, and there's a whole lot of things that are very valid that work. It doesn't have to be just one thing, but there's also a lot of rubbish out there too.
Yeah, there's no one size fits all model.
Yeah, and not at all.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So we're very, very privileged to have Dr. Narras Lapsys on board. So that was just a quick introduction. You'll be seeing, as I said, a lot more of him. But thank you very much for stopping by. We'll talk to you. We'll see you all soon. Have a happy Easter.
Thank you. Bye.